Battlefield to make sure everything is running right.
Any more complaints?
No. They've slowed down to a crawl. I had about 15 was when I left that first game, but we just have one match to deal with. I think it's let me see. Problem setting up match. It's with Unknown Legend, I think his name is, and Gold
Yeah.
Path. So that's Nogano. Yeah, I think I'm gonna resolve the issue.
In fact, was that game? That's the quarterfinals, isn't it? So actually, that game, White Hydra versus Yarganag that we just watched, they go to a game too, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah. So but we're pretty confident that we're gonna see how that one's gonna end up. So maybe we could cast something else, maybe Gold Path or
Yeah, I'm gonna
set
create a
Unknown Legend.
spectator team. Let me see who is on right now. And
DTS
we have a few
Gaming.
games. We have Nogano is in. Nogano is playing. So why don't we jump straight into that?
Okay, cool.
Um, Let me send you the invite. Give me one moment.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, and after this game, maybe restart Kotu just to be.
Yeah, be on the safe side.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna watch. Ooh, looks like I get in those nasty sidebars because I'm on a strange resolution because of my monitor. Oh, well, I think it's still viewable.
Really?
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Oh, we're going back to Normandy.
Wow, should be very, very interesting.
Yeah, we just cast these guys in Normandy, so it seems like Nagano and Scotch are pretty warmed up.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I'm not familiar with Rag Zarasar or Captain Alatristi. I
Mm-hmm.
think these guys are French. I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the FR, I think this is like a French clan or something like that. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
These guys are unknown to me, so I don't really know what to expect. I know Scotch and Nogano are veterans. I've seen Scotch and Nogano in so many of my tournaments, and
Of course.
they're
Of course.
vicious. They're vicious players.
That's what we want to see. We want to see some vicious play here today on KO2.
Please
We
do
got
the
the
intro
stream up.
for me, please.
All right, sure thing. All right, so once again, returning to the fields of Normandy, it's the American invasion. Two casters here to give you a Normandy 2v2 map making tournament cast. Here on the west side, we got ROG Zaroza as the Soviet player, and again an a UKF player on the west side, Captain Alatriste. So we're gonna go with Alatriste and Zaroza. Meanwhile, you know him. It's the Russian rapscallion,
The Return of
the
the
man
King.
who needs no introduction. Introduction. We got Nagano, and then Scotch, his tried and true partner, who has been making a humongous splash lately. These two have so far been unstoppable in this tournament, as we would all expect. Yet, again, the farther they go, the more of a competition they're going to experience. These are fairly unknown players once again, Zaroza and Alatriste, but they have gone this whole way, winning left and right as well, so we can't count them out. And so, I don't know, you were actually taking a break when Kurihi and I cast on this map. Did you get a chance to take a look at it? And
No, this
do
is
you
the
have any
first time I'm
impressions?
looking at it, and it really just looks amazing. All of these modifications have one thing in common: very, very well made. All of them.
Yeah.
This is pro level stuff here, and it's a lot of fun. Looks like we got the first engagement. We got a Vickers heavy machine gun going off on some Pioneers on the left side. I'm not sure if you're seeing that. Pioneers are retreating right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, very good. And on the right side, what I love to see, one of my favorite things about this tournament is that you get to see how these players react to brand new map situations. And on the bottom, you can see that Nagano's already used reinforced barbed wire on an entranceway. He's already seen that that's a very important place to barbed wire. The opponent has to now come through this house line area. These are very strong houses, of course, but that's going to prevent a little bit more flanking from the left side, and it's going to be able to allow this Kuba wagon and these Stern Pioneers to be a little bit more sturdy. And meanwhile, yeah, it's MG in a house versus a Vickers behind green cover. I think the Vickers is going to get outmatched because of its weaker received damage. But it seems like
It's never a good
Nagano-
idea to get into this type of engagement, you know?
It's best to just get away. He's now pinned.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hold up for that flank. Not sure
Yeah.
that's going to matter
now,
either.
Now it's rotated. It's still pinned because it takes a while to get out of your pinned
Yeah.
mode. And it's close range MG42, I think. Is it?
Yeah,
it's a
I think the
34.
MG's gonna win the day on that one.
Can't quite tell.
MG42. Yep, he's gone.
It's 42.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, just like the last game I cast on this with Nagano and Kurihi, they were very adept at being able to space themselves out really well on the map. And just like that other game, they began to just systematically win each of these smaller engagements around the map. Ooh, and potentially Scout Car could go down.
Clown Car is going down. Oh, he's after it. He's after it.
Is there anything inside of it? No, nothing inside. The Kubel Wagon.
Got him! Boom!
Terminator Assassin Squad Kubel Wagon.
Wow.
Chasing after the rear there. I love it. He tried. he was going. That was like a 007 car chase. I was watching an action movie there for a second, and that is the most swagginest Kubel Wagon I've seen in a while. MG Gunner on the back of that thing can go back and get him a medal. Meanwhile, Universal Carrier's got the Bren upgrade. He's going to have a little bit of scout pressure. I mean, scout car pressure, though, with that. I still feel wary, though, against these bigger, higher-level players. Having these scout cars in the early game are great, but if they lose it accidentally, they're in a terrible position.
Yeah. It's a big loss early on. But
That's just what Nagano and Scotch are really talented at. Whenever they take a little victory against lower level players, they can really run with it.
Yeah.
However, the Bren Gun's it's good impact. It could wipe this mortar. Just barely gets away.
you know what? The thing with Nagano and Scotch is what I spoke about in that last game, that top of the food chain micromanagement. It's
Yes.
such a big disparity between the good and the elite players in this game, and
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Lines
and you see
Now-
the results in front of you.
I like this right now, though, because you've got this kind of weird, wonky position where they're all going ham on this MG42, and it's going to have one of the worst retreat paths ever because Zeroza has positioned himself really well
Yep.
to completely get in the way behind it. Their map control's weird. They're not producing any resources. The
Oh,
way
they
that
got
nothing's
it! They got the
connected.
MG42.
Yeah, they're going to be able to potentially even wipe this Grenadier squad. Look,
I don't think so.
Zeroza's
Oh, yes, you are right. Oh my
He
gosh.
was ready. They're talking.
It's a
They're telling each other,
slaughterhouse,
"You
my
guys get
friend."
ready."
It's a slaughterhouse.
Two unheard players. Ooh, can he get it? He can't
Wow, he got away. Excellent. Excellent.
get it. It's not a bad victory, though. He's going to get that. That's going to give him... they've so far got a pretty good even population count up against their opponent now. It's a very necessary victory.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Axis, in my opinion, are making it a fight. For sure.
Oh, man. Uh-oh.
The new platoon command post is finished.
Let me see. Okay, sorry. My thing was showing Duke Jason went offline, but I just didn't refresh.
Are you serious?
No. I just didn't refresh it. Don't panic. Now, the only thing that should be panicking right now is this Universal Carrier getting totally wiped, way out of position, scout car rushing in, maybe got a little bit too full of themselves there. That thing is frail and can't be out of position when you got scout cars coming, nearly losing that MG42 that was stolen. Luckily, he was able to get out of there with that incendiary grenade. Just kidding. Scout cars feeling worth it. He's going to push up, but I think he was able to hit that retreat button just in time to be able to search away. Still, though, I don't know what happened, but I think maybe a wipe or
Supply
two.
line's been cut.
Well, right now, believe it or not, the Nagano and Scotch have a fuel and munitions advantage right now.
Yeah. And check out this. It's Armor Fever up on the north side.
Oh, wow.
A colorful compendium of
That Luke's.
Scout Car, and even the Kubel Wagon for good measure. Ooh, he's actually going to charge up.
That
That-
Kubel should probably get out of there.
It's really low. It's standing on some personnel mines, but hey, it's
His zone, right?
they got this on lockdown right now. These players know how to toe down a map, and that's just what I was talking about earlier about game sense, game feel. You got to know where your opponent would be, given how much bleed you've given them, how many resources you'd estimate they would have after not having the fuel in the south and constantly getting harassed by the fuel in the north.
Oh yeah, I like the term battlefield awareness.
Yes, that's an excellent way of putting it.
Here we go. It's Mortar's
Mortar's going to do wonders against all these static UKF infantry sections, and this Luke's is just going to be a major bet.
Slaughtering Brits.
Soviets
Slaughtering
maybe
Brits. Wow.
Like,
They can't do a damn thing about it. I don't think that penal's going to do it.
Good, right.
Oh man, that penal battalion got about to get slaughtered. He gets away. Oh man. And then Lutz is following. He's going after that MG. Killed him. Wiped him out.
Just kidding.
Wow.
It was Vickers, even more susceptible to dying. Yep.
Slaughtering everything in its path. He just pulled out that AEC.
It'll be a small consolation prize, I think. He's going for it.
He's going for it. I don't know if that's a smart thing to do. He got it. Wow. Oh, and he's going to lose that. It's an eye for an eye.
There's absolutely no way that he's going to be able to get out of there without getting a second Faust after it recharges.
Yep.
He's even taking small arms fire.
I don't think he'll waste a Faust. I think he'll finish it with the 222.
Smoke may work on lower level players, sir, but no. There's this beautiful thing called attack ground that only the pro players found. You push that magical E button. Yeah, really rough. Again, Alatriste, 2 infantry sections to his name. And only just a bunch of feeble infantry units on the Soviet player side as well. Whereas you've got loads and loads of tanks, anti-tank units, snowballing OKW and austere late game coming at you. It's going to be another short one, I think.
Hey, I have Unknown Legend in chat. I just wanted to address what you said. There was an error. You guys had took over 15 minutes to play your game, and you guys got eliminated because of that. I think I just saw that you guys actually have a win instead of a loss for some reason, but the other team did win because of the disqualification, being that you guys weren't able to meet up with the other team within the allotted time. So sorry for that. Sorry for that confusion. I will change that at the end of this game.
Well, yeah, it's unfortunate stuff like that happens, but yeah, my man Jason laying down the law. Interestingly, the Allies have decided we're just gonna go all in on the South, and they're already starting to separate, which I don't approve of.
I don't approve of either. I don't think it's going to work very well for them. We're
look
seeing
at this.
total map control by the Axis, really.
Check out, go onto your camera and show what Nagano's teching right now.
What is he doing?
Look at what he's
Oh
teching.
boy,
He's like, you took out or what he's building in his build order.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, you took out my Lukes? Ha! I'll build 2 more Lukes.
Jesus Christ.
Ready to deploy.
He's a madman.
Yep, it's usually at this point, you either go for the overkill or you have a little fun with it. And unlike Theodosius and Thanatos, like we just saw, I think we're going to have a little fun with it. We're going to get a couple Lukes.
Wow, look at this exchange.
You actually might get a Grenadier.
Yeah. No, maybe not.
Good game knowledge. You know when to retreat. You can get out of there. And here comes Luke's number 2. Could get a satchel. Nope.
Ouch.
These players know what to do. They're not asleep at the wheel. When a penal squad approaches,
Slaughtering this infantry.
and once again, just their plan also, I think, didn't have a direction. Another thing that really makes or breaks a good player or a good team is knowing that when you make a push, you have to be doing it for a reason. Sometimes there is benefit to just pushing to be able to acquire territory that you need to make sure you have solid and under your control. But in that sense, they didn't make their way to the victory point, which I think was more urgent, or the fuel point. And yeah,
And
there
that's
you go.
a game. Wow. Wow, that was a slaughterhouse.
Very much, and that's just gonna speed us right along.
Yeah, I believe this we have maybe one or two more games to cast, and the quarterfinals will be over. Let me just go. Okay, we have a problem. Let me just handle that. Would you mind manning the helm for a minute?
Of course. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in again. This is a fun community tournament. Everybody here is playing on brand new community maps, fresh from our community map makers who are producing these 2v2 sized maps that will be entered into a vote for entrance into the map pool by the winners of this tournament. So that's really good. You get two things at once. You get to breathe some new life to the community with a wonderful tournament, and you get to add new content to the game. And so far, I've liked all the maps we've seen today. I'm a little split on Normandy. Both of the games that I've cast today on Normandy have been with Nagano and Scotch for granted, and they're incredible. And it's very obvious that some of the people that they were up against may not have been able to give them as much a run for their money as somebody like Theodosius or some of the other high level players we've seen. So maybe we haven't seen a true matchup on that map, but all the other maps I have a really good feeling about being possible for the map pool. Really good. For me personally, when I play 2v2, I like a lot of the maps. Some of the other ones, I wish that they would take out and add new ones in, or at least give more vetoes and adding new, different, better maps. For me, I love Rails and Metal. I think it's just a really well balanced map that plays super well. But most of us here who play this game could probably agree that Moscow Outskirts, summer and winter, they start to get a little stale. Whether you think it's balanced or not, we've all played on it probably 1,000 times. And probably still deserves to some extent to be in there, judging on your opinion on how you feel about the cutoff points and that house placed on it. But there are plenty. In fact, while we're just kind of filling airtime, I feel like I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the 2v2 map list for the current map pool. And y'all please enter and tell me into the Twitch chat what your favorite 2v2 map is, and also maybe what your least favorite 2v2 map is, because I genuinely, some people just ask questions to the audience just to ask and get some audience engagement, but I'm curious, like, for me, Rails and Metal, really good 2v2 map.
Hey guys, it's funny that you said that. I got a PM from Andy from Relic Entertainment. He gave me a link to Survey Monkey, and I would like for everyone in the chat to stop by and pick out your favorite maps. Give me one
I
second.
love
I'm
it.
going to put that link on. Just give me 1 minute.
That's absolutely perfect. I think
It's
because
funny that
really,
you brought
guys,
that up. Thanks for reminding me.
oh, no worries. Totally vote. I want everybody to vote. Hell, I'm gonna vote. No worries. Totally vote.
Yeah,
I
just kinda
want
going-
everybody to vote.
I like
Hell, I'm gonna
the
vote.
map I was trying to think of that had a similar feel to that first map we cast, Stadstut, was Hamlet. I really enjoy Hamlet. That's one of the better new ones that's come out. I didn't know Lost Glider was a 2v2 map. Actually, I don't think it is. Trying to see just 2v2. Troy Pont, really fun. Vo Farmlands, it's controversial. I really like it. I just like wide open maps. Edelbrook, I think is too big for 2v2 personally. I'd love to see that maybe shot up to only for 3v3 and 4v4. It's maybe not the largest in terms of its diameter or its width, sort of, but I think it's so much ground to cover for just 4 players. And Lear New is also a weird one. The forest in the bottom is strange, and the only one fuel point in the north. I bet y'all have some feedback on that one as well. It's interesting, yearning for those Co-1 territory points, like you say, Zombie Francis. I hear what you mean. I played Co-1 not too long ago, and that was probably the most shocking thing. I'm spoiled off of Co-2 HUD and AI and stuff like that. Just the ability to see your units in the top right of the screen and have a bunch of advantages. But there is a little bit of subtlety nuance to being able to cap your to like capping that point. You have to like win the fight and then control the fight to really capture that point. Whereas in Code 2, you just got to keep your units there in that circle and they can fight while going through it. So good point.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a link to Battlefield in chat just so
check it
everyone
out.
can keep up.
Zombie Francis says Stadtschut is German for city rubble.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, there you go.
Learn something new every day, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, looks like we have our first semi-finalist in White Hydra. They will be playing tomorrow. We have a second team, Gold Path. And we have a game that we can watch right now. It's actually that very first team that we saw, Filtrator, GSGO, ATSE.com, and Martin F. So I think it's a nice way to end the broadcast with who we started with. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, let's start out.
So these guys are the dudes from our first game
Yeah.
at Stahlstad. Okay, I'm hyped for that. I'm curious to see. I'm proud. I'm happy they got this far. They have certainly they impressed me as their ability to come back after the Axis got there, and they were pretty proficient in their micro compared to some of the other low level teams that we saw kind of spar off against some of the greater players. And it's always more fun sometimes, in my opinion, to cast the lower level players. Let's talk about this map real quick. It's called Poltawa. Look at this sneaky crow in the left side of the screen. I love him. He's squawking at the players. And time has worn soldiers down. They're going for a Pulitzer here. 2 million soldiers strong. Soldier, obey my command. Hear me or die by my hand. I love it. It rhymes. Poltawa. We're here. We're live. And I love how you start the game about at the time whenever you come in and the game's live. So we could just go right in. You ready to do it? Huh. Jason, you there, my friend?
Sorry.
Okay.
Go for it, pal. Love
All
your
right.
announcements. On this corner!
Yeah, it's fun. my neighbors probably don't like it, but hey.
Awaiting orders.
All right, starting with the Axis side today. On this game, we got Martin F. coming a long way from game one, sparring off against other unknown players. They're here in the quarterfinals. Martin F. and Filtrator supplying themselves on this brand new map, Poltawa, against a very formidable God, I keep saying Okedoni instead of UKF. UKF and USF Wombo combo of the likes of Boskurt and Omergun. So have fun saying those names for the rest of this cast, my friend. Now, if you notice, I'm kind of just scoping out this map. It reminds me a lot of Rails and Metal in a little sense. Oh, and check out this
Yes, I
beautiful
agree.
windmill.
Where do you see that at?
North side, if you go to the most northern, like northwesternmost point, it's just a regular control point sitting in front of the stone wall. That's where the point resides. Behind it is this gorgeous moving and animated windmill.
There's actually bunkers all the way on the up top. Oh, this is very, very nice.
I'm trying to find that.
It's outside of the map. Outside of the map.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, those are
Very cute. Okay,
It's
here we
creative.
go. We're looking at the first engagement, MG versus MG. We got a mortar team dropping on that MG team. He's getting out of there. Smart move by Filtrator.
Yeah, good reaction time. Going for that early USF mortar is, I think, one of the safest options you can do as USF. Most players like to go 3 rifles, but if you go with 2 mortars, you limit your ability to attack, but increase your ability to sort of carefully advance when
To
you're going up
counter.
against things
To
like
counter that MG that you know is going to come.
Because riflemen are strong, but they're nothing without grenades against an MG42 in the earliest
Exactly.
stages of the game.
Exactly.
And here we're seeing a really big push. We have MG42 setting up. Riflemen actually ducking around the backside. They're gonna get.
You're getting shot from behind.
Yeah, lot to fire at. Mortar putting in work on the Grenadiers. Could go down. Grenadier wipe. Standing right in front of
Let's
him.
see.
He's not three targets.
He's not taking it. He's not taking the shot.
Oh,
He
got
missed it. He saw it late.
before.
He saw it late.
Really, really unlucky. He could have gotten a really early wipe there. Mortar, though, MVP so far. On the right side, we have the UKF player going up against his Auster. Sort of making a little bit of a push. Not as much going on. Whereas over on the left, I love that all this action is going off
All over the
juxtaposed
place, yeah.
next to this giant, beautiful looming shadow of this windmill. I'm just like gushing about this. And I guess control point wise, we have a fuel point for both players sort of toward the center. I'm a little bit confused why there is I don't know if this is for you too, but there's two garrison icons on the southern side of the map that are, if you look on like the little tactile map, there's like a garrison icon, but when you go there, it's just grass.
Oh, wow. Yes, you are right, my friend. I see that.
So maybe
That's a
it's
bug.
not
We-
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, we just discovered a bug, folks.
I
Right
hope
here.
the
I
guy
see it.
who made this map is checking it out.
Hey, where's that windmill, by the way?
Yeah,
You
north
said
side.
up top?
Yeah, up top. Maybe. Oh, because you may not have shadows on.
Yes, I do have shadows.
Okay, cool. It's I wish I could like ping. I can't though. It's if you're at the, it's not like up toppity tippity top. I mean like
What's it near? Manpower point?
it's near a manpower point.
Which one? The
Yeah.
one in the middle?
Yeah,
Up
the
top
one.
north?
Yeah, top north middle manpower point.
Wow,
See it there?
it's like a mystery.
It's off the map.
Oh, okay.
You see it?
No, I don't. And I'm looking for it.
God, how do I? Jeez.
You know
So-
what? I think there's a battle going on in the center. Holy cow!
Thank you.
Looks like the Axis are getting pushed back.
Very, very fun. Yeah, but oh, look at this. Universal Carrier with the Wasp upgrade moving in on this retreating sniper.
I think he's gonna get him.
So far, the Flames have not really been landing. He's going to get one more shot. Doesn't get it. Wow, that's really unfortunate. I kind of prefer the Bren upgrade, personally, because it's just a little bit more consistent.
It looks like that Universal Carrier's damage was able to get him out in time and live to fight another day.
That's good. That's good. I think it'd be really unfortunate if he dived for it, didn't get the sniper, and lost the Universal Carrier with all the, I think, like 90 munitions he sunk into it for that Wasp upgrade.
It's much more of a competitive game, even though the Allies seem to have map control.
Yeah, excellent flank by the Lieutenant Squad over on the left side, making its way around that MG42, spooking it off. He's heading off. He's going to cap this point with the invisible tree, the invisible building. And that's going to be good. I like how you can pressure. This is, I think, the first map we've cast today that has fuel pressure that you could probably apply. We've seen today Nagano and Theodosius definitely pressured the fuel, but they were more native fuels than anything else. And yeah, Allies doing a really good job. Martin F. and Filtrator struggling. However, we've seen these guys come back before. We'll see what they do. I like the tech choice. Wow, look at this. Omar Gunn going with a very non-meta commander, going with Recon Support Company, getting the special INR Pathfinders, which is a unit that maybe not everybody is familiar with. This is a very fun unit.
They are
that
nasty. They are
they have
nasty.
perhaps the most lethal artillery barrage in the game, in that it comes down lightning fast, almost no sound made, and it comes down seconds after it's deployed. These guys are terrible fighting, but they're able to cloak and keep very still and wait for that penultimate moment if they can kind of sneak behind enemy lines and drop a hell of a barrage on top of anything from an
We're
MG.
starting to see some big map control by the Allies, big time, and they're really trying to funnel this Axis team into their base. Looks like we're going to see a huge push for the Axis. We've got a huge amount of troops coming out. Let's see what happens. This is going to turn out to be a very big engagement right now. Let's see if they can push them out of there and regain some type of map control.
They're going to run directly into this AA half-track, though.
Oh, no.
Is going to immediately suppress this blob of 4 units.
Yeah,
Gonna
complete.
get at least one Faust off, but with all this other infantry pressure...
Mortar is going off as well. They're going to have to run.
INR half-track, INR Pathfinders dropping their first artillery barrage, and look at how fast this thing's... Wow! Directly right where it is laid. Scout, wow.
No casualties, fun effect.
Absolutely. Only 140 munitions. It's pretty much the most important thing for this commander. It also gets passive forward observers for its riflemen, so if they're in any kind of cover, they see a lot farther, which is kind of good, but riflemen are very mobile, so it's sort of a... it's sort of what you would expect. It's got the Greyhound, which I think is very easily countered, and has a really RNG-based ability. It's fun to use, though. I like, though, his decision to go with the AA half-track. It's already paid for itself at 1-star vet and doing a good job of really completely locking the Axis in their base.
Yeah, I mean, this went from victory point to annihilation once again.
Well,
And,
fortunately, I
there's
think,
still some time, though.
to their credit, there's been almost no squad wipes. Population-wise, both sides are still somewhat even.
Yeah.
They may have been pushed back, but they've done so tactically enough to not lose squads.
I'd like to see the Axis possibly go somewhere where the Allies aren't. You know, when you're getting your butt kicked, you want to evade and strike somewhere else where the enemy isn't. And
Right. The right side, though, it's been taken and mined by the UKF player, which
well,
I
they
like.
don't know that.
Absolutely. So it's going to be treacherous no matter
Yeah.
where they decide to go.
Yep. Smart move. Smart move
Hey,
using
half
landmines. Landmines win games.
They do. They do. All right. So Martin F. feeling that he should go a more leftward direction.
I love this half-track usage.
Yeah. Although it will maybe get hit by this pack gun. Let's see how well his awareness is. He's gonna back away. Maybe
Yeah,
still get
smart
another.
move. Ooh, miss. There was a miss there.
Pack gun rotating to deal 2 pack guns.
SDK is going after it. Let's see if he gets him.
Could be a dead end.
Oh, wow! Vet 2. Boom! Got him! Oh, too bad. Too bad. Should have kept moving. It's nice. And
wait,
the Axis are out of their base.
Look at this forward ambulance play. I love to see this from USF. This is kind of maybe our last opportunity to try out strats of this nature before it becomes 20% higher. Whoa, what died? Was that... Oh, get out of town. Okay, no, the AEC's fine. No idea what blew up,
Looks like we got a drop. Looks like the Axis are getting pushed back again into their base and they're running.
Scout car.
Again, they are running. Wow.
Scout car was going down. And yeah, IR Pathfinder's just really being a powerful unit that can lay down this stuff. Every 140
Oh,
munitions.
landmine. Ouch.
Oh, going down on those Assault Grenadiers?
Yeah. Ouch.
I think Assault Grenadiers are certainly stronger than they used to be before they got buffed a bit, but they still have a hard time scaling, and I don't, again, approve of a map choice for such a close-range DPS unit. You'd kind of want something a little bit more like Grenadiers to deal on a map of this size and with its openness.
I'm impressed with 57 LA Boskert and CSI Omar Guns. They're playing They're playing very, very good. We saw Martin and Infiltrator play in that last game, and they're competent players. So
Very, very. I think they're getting really challenged at the moment. They're not giving up.
no, they're not.
I think
still
that
in the
they
fight.
have been able to push out left, and I like
Lot of
usually if you're
retreating.
gonna go really rough to the left, you want to make sure your flank is very well covered. They're deciding to hug the edge of the map. I don't approve of the fact that they all 3 Grenadiers are running to the center of the point. They're not standing on the outside. So now that's really good recon for the Allies. They can see that there's going to be 3 Grenadiers there. Hopefully this
He's flopping a little
MG42.
bit too.
Yeah. The worst thing you can have, though, is if a pincer movement comes behind them and separates
Dum da dum
these
dum.
Grenadiers from their retreat. And yeah, mortars raining in. I like that. It's just mortar versus mortar right now. One to
Whoa,
each side.
direct hit on those Grennies. Oh man, one's about to get wiped out.
He needs to retreat it.
He needs to retreat it.
He's sticking around to play with it. Nope.
Smart move. He got him out.
A little bit slow reaction time though. That can be the difference of
They're
a winner.
still
or
in
loss.
this though. They're still in
Yeah.
this. They haven't lost their
Super
army
Soaker
yet.
here
They're still
finally
in
able
it.
to get close range on something. There you go.
They
Away
haven't gotten
goes
the better of
Tommy
any of the
Squad.
engagements. That's the problem. Every engagement they're getting just pushed back. But at least they haven't lost their army, because if they're able to get the
Don't be
advantage in
so
one of these
sure.
engagements, they might be
The
able to
mortar
move up.
for the American player does get wiped, and the Assault Grenadiers are moving in on the retreat path of the American player. Really good push with these Assault Grenadiers, and the AEC is going to try to do some
Oh, there's
damage.
those
They
Pathfinders,
killed-
man.
They killed the Pathfinders.
Wow, they got him.
There you go, and all of the riflemen except for this one rifleman squad. Actually, rifleman squad,
Your efforts.
I think got wiped. I heard
Wow.
something complain about it.
Great
That
job.
was really good. Grenadiers getting real close up in the. I don't know who would win this fight, Lieutenant versus.
I think the lieutenant's gonna win that. He didn't have to run, but he did.
Phenomenal job.
Maybe not. I don't know.
And now the Axis have finally got. They're pushed back to the back of the
Yeah,
map. But they
this is
have
what
it
they've
in
been
their
waiting
control.
for.
Now they just got to. Yeah, good job retreating your units. Get
Yep.
them healed up as quick as possible. And they're still cut off, I think.
Well,
No. It's
at least they have
connects a little.
a start. They have a start. You know, they're going to start pushing out, and sometimes winning's about getting hit and coming back. So, the ticker's at 189, so I'm not sure how much longer they can play this defensive style. But,
It's slowed it down. I think if they can get, it's all about knowing the flow of the game. And for someone, I am but a novice. From my limited experience, this is the kind of moment where I say, okay, if we can win another good engagement, then we can have the ability to push up farther.
Yeah.
But we got to do so cautiously.
Yep.
It's a good moment right now not to push up and overextend. And I
you
think
know
they
what?
have
Yeah,
to
you're right on that.
Another. Running directly into an MG42, Brend up Tommy squads, both of which are going to get suppressed. Sniper doing a good job.
Veteran sniper, but he's a little bit too close. He's got to get back there. There you go.
Yeah. Definitely looking strong. Finally, Axis moving up.
Yep.
Again, I think this may be a tad bit of an overextension. We have bars now on some of the.
AEC's moving down. Let's see if he goes all the way down with that. Yeah, he's coming down with that AEC. They don't have an answer to it right now. He's got to move back a little bit further to get that pack in motion. There we go. Boom. Pack just shot off. One more hit and he's gone. Smoke.
Yep. And I think the next major development that's going to require an answer from the Axis is going to be whatever Boskert techs for next. He's got himself up to the company command post. He has access to the Cromwell or the Centaur, and he's definitely got enough fuel to be able to afford either. So it's going to require... Oh, and here we go. I missed it. We have
Stug
a
3.
Sherman already on the field.
Oh, really?
Stug, good
Got a
move.
Stuke 3.
However, I'm not so sure about Stug 3, though. It's going to be a lot...
I don't agree with that move, but let's see how he uses it. I think he's looking at counter infantry. He's looking to counter those riflemen, and
His machine guns are doing a great job of that. I would be more paranoid about this Sherman disrupting my MGs. So a pack, I would even go for another pack just for good measure.
ooh,
Pathfinder
direct
number
hit on that infantry. Ouch.
I think the Axis have recrewed their opponent's mortars. Now there are 3 mortars on the Axis side firmly shelling. And we've got a forward bunker, potentially going to have forward reinforcement playing the long game there. AUC in a bad spot, putting down smoke. Gonna go for
So are
a-
those Grennies. I'm not sure how... He's got to get those Grennies out of there. He's going to lose them.
Really, really close.
Oh, wow. Ah, he did it. He got him out. Great job.
Very, very cautious. I mean, that's ballsy.
He's pulling back with his Pack 40. He should
He
stop.
needs to
Stop.
focus, though.
Yeah, he should stop right now. Take some shots.
I think he waited too long. He's
Yeah,
trying
he did.
to protect that bunker to get some kind of reinforcement, but it wasn't happening.
I clumped up a little bit too much on that left side.
So Stug E is taking its time trying to get up to the battlefield. It so far hasn't done anything.
I'm not sure what the cause, what was the reason of getting it if you're not going to use it.
I totally agree.
Precious resources there.
And it's always an, I guess, underestimated unit, but the Scott is on the field, and from the way this map is starting, it's starting to look like a real static frontline type of map, and that is exactly where the Scott excels. Firing over this house, giving it a little bit of a shot blocker, and it's going to be able to just lob molten shells directly into all this.
We got a
sap.
Comet tank making its way down. I think he's going after that Stuke 3. He's making a play for it. He's coming down the map. And I don't think there's anything that can stop him right now. Yeah. And he just gave him his ass. Guys, you've got to remember how to use that reverse button. He's setting up a Pack 40. I think that's why he's trying to set up a trap. Let's see.
Great
There we
job.
go. There we go.
Not using Pack
Boskert knows how to use reverse. Good for him. And he's out of there. Smart move.
He managed to get away without even a single.
Ooh, direct hit. Oh, direct hit. Boom, man. Squad wipes. I just saw a leg fly up in the air. Awesome.
Was that a grenadier or an assault grenadier?
I don't even know. There's body parts everywhere. Nice.
His mother wouldn't even know who it was.
Oh, man.
And
rest
the
his
Comet's
soul.
now on the left side. The Bruiser's coming. And again, these Grenadiers, they just have no heals in the base, I guess. They're really, really battered. Now there's heals. kind
Now
of
we got a
on the
Comet
board.
Sherman team up over here on the left side. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they've got pack guns, but
Bad positioning of the pack guns. Get them out. Get them shooting.
he keeps moving them. He needs to get them
Yeah.
into a good position that
And
covers
just
a lot
leave
of
them.
ground.
And just
Yeah.
leave them.
Is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Man, and this howitzer is just doing, Scott's doing such good damage. Long distance pack gun shots actually coming up. They're again moving.
There goes that Comet.
I love the Comet using that forward fire smoke shell ability. I think that's one of the best smoke abilities in the game. If you use it offensively, you just never
Look at these pack guns. They're both shooting at the Comet.
doing
Comet
well.
waits for the
And,
last moment to go in reverse.
Excellent
Nice.
long range shot. Actually connects a fourth one.
Yeah, I saw that. And there he goes again, moving those packs. They're on the road again.
really closely dodged. That would have been lethal if he didn't move.
Ouch.
And Lieutenant actually getting wiped on the north side. G43'd up Grenadiers doing a great job. Ooh, gonna run directly into the Sherman though. All it takes is one HE shell and they're all gone. Oh man, and some barrage. Is that a? That is? It's a land mattress.
Yep.
Land mattress commander has been chosen for Bosker.
Those Len mattresses are very, very cool. Very nice.
We have two Tiger commanders for our austere players. One of which.
Ooh, he's hitting.
is
He's heading.
Lightcore. Oh, could get the Comet if he gets it.
I think he got a squad wipe on one of those
Oh, he
grannies.
gets KC. Down it goes. Look at this. Two double vet pack guns. Get him out of there. That rifleman could take them both out.
Oh
You don't
no.
want to lose two
Get him
vets.
out. Get him out.
Our Pathfinder.
Here we go. He's moving him. I think it's a little bit too little too late. Oh, it's close, man. It's close. Oh, somebody discovered the reverse button. Proud of him. Slug 3 hits in reverse.
Wow, this is. I love this. I don't know if this is enough for a comeback, but they're
No,
really trying.
I don't think so, but they're trying. They stood in the fight.
Doing all that damage to that Comet was really good. It's got a main gun crit. It's going to take this 5-man Royal Engineer squad a fair amount to even get that thing able to fire. Two land mattresses, actually, ladies and gentlemen, are now on the side of Bosker. And so it's about to be just artillery season here on Palawa.
Funny statistic.
The enemy has driven wedge in our lines.
The Allies haven't lost a point.
Yeah.
They're at
That's pretty
500 solid.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that was an IR path. No. This is a infantry artillery flare put down on top.
I
of this
don't know
bunker.
if he's gonna get out of there in time.
I don't know if that bunker's going to be able to survive it.
No,
There's a
I don't
lot of
think so.
scattering to survive, but it's low. Scott's
Oh.
still doing great damage.
Is ready for use.
Oh,
Under attack.
completely wiped out. Looks like that Slug 3's in big trouble.
Really big trouble. Totally stunned. Oh my god, a butterfly could blow up that thing. And unbelievably, the medic bunker is still here. Finally, oh no, another Stoogie! Oh no, that's, I don't know. Infiltrator, I want to root for you, man, but that's inexcusable. You can't be doing that to me.
Oh,
Come
man.
on, Infiltrator.
Great
You
fight,
gotta
though.
give us something to work with.
And I'll
So
tell you what, they're
satisfying.
still moving. Germans are on the move.
The highest that there is for the Axis is the support armor core, and it's built. He can construct himself maybe a Panzer IV, yet the fuel's not there, and Infiltrator keeps blowing his fuel on Stoogies, which so far have contributed very little, if anything. Granted, one of them's double vet, but as your opponent's, one's dead, out of control, you got a Comet firing at you, and that's your opponent's going to realize really quickly, hey, they just keep building anti-infantry. Let's double down. More Comets.
Oh, wow. Big time artillery. Stug 3's gone.
One of our panzers has been
Oh,
destroyed.
Just a
Life on-
slaughterhouse, man.
It's just back and forth, yet I'm pretty sure that all
The
this
Axis are
pressure
down to
is
49.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, 48, 47. It's just the clock is ticking.
We are losing Soldaten.
Some kind of phosphorus used on these grenadiers here. Gonna need to get some forward reinforcement from this Sunderkraft Fahrzeug 251. Ugh, and just the Brens on these Tommies are so good. Pouring in, excellent work. All those beautiful 2-vet packs are now no longer with us, ladies and gentlemen. They're in a far better place. Far away from Comet tanks and Shermans.
Well, it looks like the game's starting to wind down. They're making a big push. I'm not sure really what they can do at this point. You know, they have to take the point or die trying. We got
Keep your
35
eye on that
points.
sky.
Let's see.
Got Grenadiers there in the center.
There's no more retreating. They have to go in, and with that howitzer motor carriage, I just don't see them doing it.
Yeah. I think that it's great cohesion. I think we're seeing the same kind of cooperation that won Martin F. Infiltrator Game 1 that's being their
Look at that
undoing.
land mattress. Slaughtering everything.
Remind me, is this a quarterfinal game that could go?
I believe this is for entry into the quarterfinals. I'm not sure though. Double check
It's
that.
all or nothing.
Or it could be a quick. I gotta double check that.
There are 25 points.
You know what? I think you're right. This is a quarterfinal game.
Okay, so
Could be one of the last. Oh wow! Great job. Big shout out to Martin and Infiltrator for giving a good go in this tournament. Great players. Congratulations to the winning team, Mr.
now
Bosker.
you're sure though that it doesn't go to a game 2?
Not sure. I'm gonna double check.
'Cause
Gonna
there
check
could be
the
a chance.
stats.
Who knows? Martin F. and Filtrator were, if I remember, they won as Soviets, and it could be the potential that they're just far more competent as Soviet players.
Let's find out. Just waiting to get out of game.
Yeah, takes a while for me too. I love the exit screen. You got all these crows flying up. Oh, that beautiful windmill. That's one of my favorite maps. I'd love to
Mystical
play that.
windmill. I never saw it.
I can't. I'm gonna smack you one of these. We gotta
Ow.
find that windmill one of these days. It's nice.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think it gave me kind of like a European countryside feel.
Hey guys, real quick, let's do a giveaway of some in-game supply. If you're a softcore player, this is your chance to buy a new commander, buy 15 bulletins, whatever you want. The only catch, you have to be a follower of my channel and of Ashman's. Ashman, throw a link on Twitch when you have a chance. Again, the keyword is #relic. Big shout out to Kyle and Andy for hooking us up with all these goodies and putting some work into getting this to happen. Again, #relic. If you'd like some in-game supply, type that in.
Awesome. Yeah, I think y'all definitely enter yourselves in, and there's a chance if you stick around to win a T-shirt signed by Relic.
and it has a little bit of a story to it, even, which is
Yeah, we're gonna do that at the end of the broadcast. I'm gonna give away a limited edition COH2 T-shirt. Story behind it: Nogano had played in the last tournament for COH1. He slaughtered everybody in 1v1. He won that, and he turned around, donated it to the channel, and said, "Give it back to the community in your next broadcast." The guy's my hero. Very, very cool, and it was very nice of him to do.
I totally agree. I'm trying to find where that game we just watched was in the bracket.
Hey, I just made you a moderator, Ashman. For some reason, weren't able, your link got deleted. I think if you put that on again, you'll be able to put your link on the channel. Ashman is definitely one of the best play-by-play commentators that I've ever worked with. He's a great guy. Check out the Cabana.
I appreciate it, and yeah, I cast every once in a while, and I'm looking forward to revving up and getting some more Kotsu casting for this winter season. There's a lot of good stuff coming up, and I hope if y'all missed the beginning of the broadcast, Kurihi's got some really good tournament stuff coming up in the works. More 2v2 action featuring non-meta commanders and a couple of other spicy ideas. I think we'll all really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how things play out once that new patch is introduced, you know?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I'm
Okay, let's
trying to find
check the
what was
stats.
the name of the team that had
I think...
the team we were it was Martin F and I'm trying to find what team they were on the brackets to see if they were in the quarterfinals.
I'm going to double check right now.
Actually, I don't think they were in the quarterfinals. If like maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Definitely weren't playing against Gold Path. I
Uh-oh.
see.
Battlefield is misbehaving again. Let's see. Well, right now, what I'm seeing, please, when you get a chance, if you can throw Battlefield on. What I'm seeing in the semifinals, I see White Hydra,
Okay,
and
I
down
see him
below,
too.
I see Gold Path. Now, the other game that's going on is the Four Horsemen versus Comrade, right? And
Yeah.
then we have Caribes is waiting for the third round match to be reported, I believe.
Okay, so players are still going at it. Maybe some longer games.
Let me double check. Let's see what is going on. Okay, I believe the last game we just saw was the Turkish guys. Am I correct?
Oh, is that it? Okay,
I
let me
believe
check.
that's it.
Turkish Army. Yeah, Bozkurt and Omar Guns. They're the ones who did it. And so that one
They
was
just
in
won. They
round
just won.
3.
Am I
Okay.
correct? They beat
Yeah,
Macri Gatto.
they did. Mac Rigato, I believe, was the players we were just thinking about. And that was round 3.
The problem is they're not able to report, and neither am I because Battlefield's acting naughty. So I'm just trying to get that done. I believe we're gonna broadcast one more game. We're gonna close it up at that.
Okay.
And let me see if I can just get this done. And
I'll refresh it to check it out and see if you got it. And Taradak, the T-shirt is going to be the last one we do today. So stick
one more
around.
game, one more
Uno
game,
mas
and
game.
we're gonna set that up. You know what? I'm gonna go in a game, and I'm gonna create an observer party. Let's broadcast this final game, and I'll take care of the technical stuff at the end of the broadcast.
All right, cool.
By the way, the winner of the last giveaway. Give me one sec.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
I believe there was only like one guy who actually
Oh
for
man,
it.
yeah. Y'all get in on this.
Phantomazes. Sorry, I hope I didn't butcher your name. Actually, I did. You have won some in-game supply. Add me as a friend on Twitch and send me your Steam profile. Okay, and let's get into the last match.
Congratulations. And
Congrats, pal.
yeah,
After
y'all-
this, we're
y'all get
giving
in
away
there.
the shirt, so stick around, guys.
don't spend all that supply in one place. yeah, don't spend
Yeah,
it
I
all
get
in
paid
one
in supply, okay?
skin.
Oops, sorry. Wrong person.
Just get some other random guy in.
And
That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Let me throw my friends' games and this will be it. It's Comrade versus War Machine and GWG Lucky. Let's watch it.
Okay.
This will be it, guys. I want to thank all of you for sticking around. We got about 65 people watching on their computer. I'm very appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of the support that you're giving us. Ashman, you are the man for stepping up and helping me with this broadcast on short notice. Thank you so much. And
Hey, we're all doing it because we love the game.
yeah, for
And
sure.
I'm really excited for this one. This is, I think, our last new map of the day. Check it out.
Alliance of Defense. Oh, sorry. Alliance of Defiance. I thought
know,
it was like a
even
rap song
weirder.
or something.
How is that? Is that like the name of the place, or you just thought it sounded cool?
Our
All right.
army's attack is marked by the first snow of the coming winter. This diverse farming community never stood a chance. Flanked by an industrial park, our attack would drive right through their homes, factories, and farms, straight into the heart of our enemy. Wow.
I love these excerpts, man.
I do too.
They're all like, well, if I'm gonna like design something for in game, let's add to the KOTOR lore.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's get it going. Get it on. We got the last game of today for the 2v2 map tournament, featuring an incredible bout of community map games, and we're gonna end it today with all the lovely particle effects of snow, and on this interesting new fresh map called Alliance of Defiance. Semi-urban, semi-industrial, semi-rural, honestly. It looks like a little mishmash of it all. In the north corner, we have playing as the Allied forces, the United States and Soviet pre-Cold War wombo combo of Billy Bob and Boris. And hilariously, Boris is the USF player and Billy Bob is the Soviet player. So the kind of
Go figure, right? A little
backwards,
switcheroo.
All right, and in the south corner, playing as the Oberkommando West forces, we have Lucky and War Machine. And I think I may have actually heard of War Machine's name before. Maybe I've played him in Auto Match, or
Yeah, he's been around.
I've heard him, yeah. So, a slightly familiar face. And they're ready to get it going here on Alliance of Defiance.
Left side, we got that first engagement going on. We got
Yes.
a Kubel wagon with a set of Sturm Pioneers versus some rear echelon troops and some riflemen. And I'll tell you what, I don't think the Americans are going to get the best of this as it's going right now.
It's interesting. I think the riflemen are trading better against
Yeah,
the Kubelwagen, and the Sturm Pioneers really aren't doing that much from their long range, but are still just keeping it on.
I would have
And
liked to
those
have seen him
Pioneers-
move on. I would have liked to have seen him go after those rear echelons. I don't know why he didn't. I thought he was.
Yeah. Well, firing on a Sturm Pioneer, that's what I like to use my rear echelons for whenever I'm playing in game. Give you a little bit of an advantage there. I think that those two are certainly enough to be able to steer it back, but that extra Volksgrenadier added to the mix was very handily enough, and the north is going to get shifted over toward the axis. In the south, we have what seems to be, the industrial sort of center with plenty of oil pipelines kind of stretching across an upper pathway. So I am assuming this is somewhat Russian themed.
The map is
And-
beautiful.
yeah.
It's a beautiful map. Very well made.
I really enjoyed the particle effects.
Yeah.
If you can see that, they're sort of flying
Some
through the air.
flurries.
sort of like either a really dusty place or just kind of like some dirty snow. Probably contaminated by the oil industry and the industrial works going on. So we have now 3 riflemen all together trying to go up against this very well fortified position. The Volksgrenadier in the house are doing an excellent job, and the riflemen are just trading very poorly at the moment. None of them are able to really do a lot of damage, and Lucky is really successful in yeah, now he's gonna have free reign to push up against those last remaining riflemen, and even more, he crawls toward the base. Still
Yeah,
though,
we're definitely seeing some Axis map control if they can cap everything.
yeah, and they're doing exactly what you want them to. We have mines being laid down in the south by War Machine. Sniper, attacked by Comrade Billy Bob.
I gotta tell you, I'm really enjoying this map. It's really well made. Very well made. A lot of details. You know,
I
it
like
reminds
the
me of
central
this.
victory point too. It's got a lot of interesting green cover, none of which is inside of the circle. So that's going to make for some really interesting defensive play.
Yeah, big attention to detail on this map. When you look at the industrial buildings and some of the chimney stacks, and it's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, and if you see to the right of the leftmost victory point, actually it's the leftmost fuel point. There's kind of like this tree that's got like 3 trucks just sort of chilling out in a triangle around the tree. Is kind of interesting. I don't quite get that. It looks strange, but I like it. It's interesting green cover. But yeah, I like the trench works.
Yeah, for sure.
These big old oval-shaped trench formations, giving green cover for both sides. And it's fairly boxy. It's got a good shape to it. Good
Enjoying
room
the
to maneuver.
snow. I think the snow is awesome. It's a nice effect. Very good
Left
battle
side,
here.
3 riflemen moving up, dealing great damage to the Kugelwagen, although the Kugelwagen just barely sneaks around the backside of that hay bale.
Oh man, the Americans are clumping big time on that left side. They need to split those guys up, man, for a mortar hit.
I don't know, man. It's early game. Early game USF blobbing can be pretty effective before there's any kind of artillery counter, and at the moment it did a good job. I think that the Axis are doing a good job of finding the right positions and holding them. So far, though, it's not disastrous. Although both fuels are in possession of the Axis player. No native fuel. They're both easily takeable.
Ticker's coming down fast, that's for sure.
We have a lieutenant reporting in for duty.
Ooh, rifleman barely getting
Axis
away on the
has
north.
the stars, and you know, their allies already down to 350, 359.
See you there in chat, Nagano. Good job today. Really nice job. You and Scotch cleaning it up. We've had a
Conan the
great time.
Barbarian, Nogano strikes again. Great to see what happens in the finals. Those games I'm really, really looking forward to who's going to make it all the way to the end.
Yeah, tune in. I think everybody who's enjoyed today absolutely should tune in. Look at this interesting scouting we got going on. This cloaked Kettenwerfer for chilling out and checking out where that sniper's position is. 2 kind of wounded. Oh, no way. Is that... Oh, my God. The Kettenwerfer taking shots at the...
He better run. You better get out of there quick.
Yeah, nice try. That was a little ballsy. You got 2 snipers to shoot at, and you still fire. Very funny. All right, Lieutenant has been tagged for the USF. Maybe to get a quick M20. I think the window for that's pretty over. And with the fuel deficit, he's not really even able to afford much.
The command vehicle has gone static.
Decided to go for tactical support.
Operations now underway.
You know, a funny fact about this tournament, that not only do the people the players that win get prizes, but the top 8 teams get to choose which maps go into auto match.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's
even
big.
more, they get
That's
a
big.
free copy. Top 3 get a copy of Dawn of War 3 and Sonic Mania. I think the top 2. And I mean, it's kind of not a game that people probably in this community are very into, but I'm
I
a big
love
fan
Sonic.
of
You
those.
kidding me?
Same. I love Mania. That's one of the best releases this year. Just really fun passion project, made by actually Sonic fans. It's community based, so I feel it's appropriate.
Well, I think in my head, Sonic the Hedgehog is up there with Super Mario Brothers.
I agree. I was a Sega kid growing up.
I was both. I had both systems, and I enjoyed them both.
I hear you. I love the N64. I never had a Nintendo Entertainment System. That was the
I
reason
had
why
one of
I went to my
those.
friends' houses.
I had one of those. They were awesome. I kind of skipped N64 and got into PlayStation 1.
Hey, you were playing that would soon blow up, and it was a really fun platform.
Funny thing is that PlayStation is Super Nintendo. A lot of people don't know that. Nintendo were actually developed PlayStation, and they sold it to Sony because they didn't have any faith in disc and its CDs being the go-to
Wow.
option for games.
I actually had no idea about
Yeah,
that. So
that's
they
a true
developed
story.
The PlayStation and gave it over to Sony.
I was also PC gaming at that time. You know, I've been PC gaming for a very long time. I was playing Risk. I was playing the original Age of the Empires. So
Hell yeah.
very nice. Big engagements going on all over the place. Looks like the Americans are trying to push on that left star. I don't think they're gonna have too much success, but they're trying.
Huge satchel throw. It doesn't quite do anything.
No, it doesn't.
Pretty to see. This house is really being a huge pain in the rear.
Yeah.
It has no window on the southern side. So I think if this map does go into the rotation pool, pay attention. Y'all are getting right now the sneak peek as to the meta of this thing, because this house could very well be the the number one goal of
Well,
anybody.
there's a window all the way at the top. I don't see anyone popping out of it.
It's true. It's true. It's very
You
strange.
see what I'm
I
talking
think-
about?
Yeah. I think it's really favoring the southern side. If you get into that, it's really denying anything that the USF player can do. He
Well,
could
yeah,
use
it
a
gives
mortar.
additional cover for sure.
He's teching a mortar. But again, I think that the Axis have had fuel for a lot of the game so far, and we're starting to see some tech real quick. We've got the SWS supply truck maybe moving up. It could be putting up. It's going in an offensive position, so I'm feeling there's a good chance it'll go into Schwer. And there it is. So early Panzer IV likely. Yeah, USF having a little bit more success on the southern side, using those tactical support M1919s. and really nice use of fire there. I don't know how they were. That must have just been an oil drum that blew, but the Volksgrenadiers had to get out of the fire there. Riflemen now flooding down into the center, and Penals making their way around the right side. Axis finally getting a little bit of a challenge. Allies actually laying down, I believe, a demo on the right fuel. Finally going to get some fuel under their possession. That's going to be really good at sort of solidifying that.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I wasn't expecting them to come back like this. Penals do have to get forced away. I see
Big
by-
exchange in the middle, man. Big exchanges. Looks like the Americans are pulling back a little bit, but they fought
I think
well.
the timings was really good on the Allies, but when it came to it, the Axis had a second win and came back
Yep.
for both areas and really did a good job.
I'll tell
Now
you
the
what,
Allies
as
need to get
time
back.
goes on, the Americans are slowly vetting their troops. They're getting tough to deal with.
They will. Although the Volksgrenadiers are additionally really getting nice vet.
Things are
As
still
well,
pretty
yeah.
even population-wise.
Which is important, and that's what I think allowed that game that we just watched, which did have one team totally pinned into its base, have the ability to come back and give a better fight because they didn't have any wipes. They were still holding on to the mass of their infantry, their infantry and their
Yeah,
army
they didn't
size.
lose it to the end.
I like M19s on this map. I think that's
Looks
gonna
like a
be
squad
really-
wipe for that Vokes. Oh boy, he's getting shot. Squad wipe, nice. Take out a battalion of Vokes. Great job by the Americans, and they're moving down.
I think that's really strong and helpful. Now look at this. Excellent job by War Machine using sweepers to be able to check and see the shoe mine right here. Gonna shoot it, blow it up, and not lose a squad. Meanwhile, over here. Billy Bob not sweeping, hitting and stumbling over a mine right there. And if he pushes up, he might hit this other mine that's right in front of the fuel point as well.
You know, one thing I really enjoy about this particular game is we're watching OKW fight without heavy tanks. You know, without that infamous late game, and they're doing well.
Absolutely. Look at this. Better
Wow,
cover position.
fire.
Throwing an incendiary grenade. It probably
Vet
was the most
3.
unlucky
Wow.
positions to be standing. Fortunately, the USF is returned with reinforcements, but I feel like they've now abandoned their center, and that's going to leave them in a really bad position. If they come around, we're seeing a flank slightly by these Volksgrenadiers and Sturm Pioneers in the center. It's really interesting. I think they're going to get their fuel. They're going to get some fuel back. Look at this really, really, really deep
Finally.
demolition demo on the Axis player's munitions point.
Yeah, we're finally seeing the Americans cap a victory point.
Yeah, it's
Finally.
really gotten low.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, only at 80 victory points left, ladies and gentlemen, with
And
only
it's going down
13
fast.
minutes.
Left with only 7
And yeah, it's getting recapped again by the no. It's getting capped by the Axis.
Hey, I think for the final giveaway, I'm just going to combine the supply. For the last giveaway, I'm going to combine the supply and the T-shirt and just give that away to one person.
That sounds good. Rear echelon does get wiped on the retreat path. Really good job by putting those Sturm Pioneers in that house. Ah, man, it's really looking dire. I think the Axis are they're gonna get that third victory point. They're going for the farthest victory point from them because they've had such bad luck trying to get the north. But smartly, very, very smartly, the Axis have rotated. They've gotten out of that very powerful house on the north, and they've decided to move. Major flank coming in. It's a major
A major flank getting killed by that MG. Oh my god!
Wow.
He's getting plowed!
Yeah. Major fail.
That was fun. That was fun.
Major fail.
Oh yeah. Ooh, Vet 4. I love it. Vet
See,
3.
those pipes, they're sort of on top, they collapsed.
And we got to surrender. A great way to end the tournament. This game was a lot of fun. Wow.
Yeah, wow. I think
What a journey,
we had
man.
a little of everything. We had some really fierce competitions, and then we had a bunch of just skillful teams stomping others because it really is difficult to play on a new map. You don't know what's there. You're kind of learning as you go, and sometimes if you're not learning as quick as your opponent, it's too late.
Yep.
And I think that's what we saw, at least in this game. This was a really good one.
Oh, for sure. I just some excellent matches. I want to applaud everyone that joined the tournament, that came out and played. I want to thank everyone for watching. We've been broadcasting about 4 or 5 hours. We've had a ton of people come and go, and I'm very happy about that. First thing I want to say before I get into the raffle, I want to thank Relic Entertainment. I've been doing tournaments for Relic since March. I've given away on this channel somewhere around $2,500 worth of merchandise. They've given that to me, and the reason why is to hook the community up, and I'm so happy and glad that they were able to do that, and I want to give them a big shout out. That's Mr. Kyle, who has supported me throughout all of this, and I really appreciate that. I want to thank Andy for all the work that you did in the map making contest and putting this map making cup together. Big shout out to Kirahi and GB Hooligan for helping referee this tournament. I want to thank GB for making the news post on Kotu.org. It's a big pain in the ass, and I really appreciate that. You are the hero of the day, Mr. Ashman. Thank you for jumping on the broadcast and helping me out. I had a big load on my hands. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and we got through it. And we had an exciting tournament. So
I think we all had some fun. And yeah, a great competition today. I think everybody. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm definitely going to tune in and see how this thing turns out. I'm excited to see that fit. I know that Nagano's in chat right now. Get ready, man. You're about to come up against Theodosios and Thanatos, which will be a fun one. I have a feeling. I have a good feeling, although, there's still some other teams that still have their way. In any case, yeah, I want to thank you, too, for reaching out. It was really nice meeting you over the past day. We've only known each other for about a day, and
Well, I knew of you. I'd seen your channel. I was actually one of the first people to watch you when you were broadcasting. It was on a day there was just nobody around. I was looking to watch a broadcast, and there you were, Mr. Cabana. It was in the Texas Cabana. We're watching some I felt like I knew you already because I'd seen you for a while. So
That's the cool thing about the internet, Twitch, and
it's crazy.
yeah, this is a great time we live in and a fun game to play. How about we give out this? Let's send this off with
Yeah.
a raffle.
Okay,
for all the stuff.
guys, the rules are for this raffle. The only catch: you must be a follower of my channel. You must be a follower of Ashman's channel. If you like what we're doing, support us. Not with money, not with subscriptions, with a follow. To enter this particular raffle, the keyword is #relic. Again, the keyword is #relic. If you are the winner, please add me on Twitch as a friend. Send me your Steam profile. I will get back to you at the end of the broadcast, and you'll need to send me your address and your name and address so I can get that over to Relic. Keep in mind, everything you send, all the information you send me will be completely confidential. Again, if you want to enter this raffle, #relic. Type that in to the chat right now. Let's let this go for a minute or two. Curie has a great tournament coming up in December. We also there's a COH1 Never Dies that's being done by Chaos, who's a great community member. We have a lot of stuff going this year. And,
Absolutely. And,
what a way to close it up.
We got the December patch coming up. Whether you're ready for it or not, it's gonna come, and even more interesting. We're gonna try to keep more community events going on, and I wanted to really quickly say thank you to Relic for them coming back. I loved the personal letter they sent to the KOTU community saying, hey, we didn't forget about you. There's a lot going on with Age of Empires 4 and Dawn of War 3, and it was very abrupt losing that we had the Fall Balance preview mod that was sort of out there, and people were kind of excited to kind of see where that goes, and it didn't quite get released, and we're like, well, does this mean development on KOTU is over? Not at all. We're still here, and we're still making tournaments, and we're still gonna go ahead and test this game as it develops and matures. And it's tournaments like these where we pit good players against each other, hyping up for awesome prizes and brand new sort of developments in the meta game of this phenomenal RTS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is it's not over. If you haven't done so already, add Stormless. Follow Stormless on Twitch. Tomorrow he's going to be doing the finals. Check on his channel for all the details, or go to Battlefy and you'll be able to get the times. Go to coh2.org, and you'll be able to get the exact times. If not, just follow Stormless. You'll be alerted when it comes. Again, this is the last call. If you want to enter the raffle to get the free limited edition t-shirt, the keyword is #relic. Going once, going twice, and I'm going to choose a winner.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be. It's a t-shirt. You be the envy of your friends. Be the envy of of all the KOTU fans in your neighborhood.
Okay, and the winner is Voltob.
Yeah. Right on.
I want to congratulate you. You're going to get a limited edition Company of Heroes 2 t-shirt. Congratulations, my friend.
Absolutely. Get ready. It's go ahead and he's smiling. Go ahead and I think, like he said, friend request him on Steam. Pardon me, Twitch, and I think from there you'll take it and find a way to get that to him.
Hey, we're going to auto host one of our players again. Thank you all for your support, and I really appreciate everyone for joining us again. It's been a pleasure, Mr. Ashman.
Always, man. And thank you for having me on.
Hey, thank you. Cheers.